Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is one that I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and that is going to be my first reaction to my freshly rebuilt SST that has upgraded template clutches from AK Racing. So yeah, this is going to be a point of view driving video. I'm going to put the GoPro on my head and we're going to finally drive this car with the new gearbox and drive it hard. So today, like I said at the start, what we're going to be doing is taking this for a drive, as I just finally got my Sst transmission rebuilt. So it's had a full rebuild. If you want to check out what got done and exactly what it cost, then check my previous video. I'll put a link in the description, as I do run over exactly what I had to get done and what the actual full cost is if you need to get your Sst transmission rebuilt. But so since picking the car up, I've actually not been able to really drive it hard. I've had to stay off boost because I did also get a new fuel pump and I wanted to get the tune just slightly touched up. So that's actually just been finished last night. The car is now ready to be driven properly. I haven't actually done any wide open throttle shifts yet, so I'm really excited to see what this thing is going to feel like and drive like. So yeah, let's jump in the car, start it up, we'll go get it warmed up, and I'll do a bunch of different driving. So I'll do just normal off boost shifting, I'll do some wide open throttle shifting, and I'll also just sort of do a bit of a takeoff on a slight hill, because my car did used to roll back a lot and used to shudder as well when I took off on hills. So I want to see if that's all been fixed up and just get my thoughts on how it feels actually driving this car with wide open throttle and shifting and actually holding the power. So yeah, before we get into it, just want to ask, make sure you give this video a thumbs up down below. I'd really appreciate that. It does help the video get shared more so more people can see it. And yeah, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. And if you haven't already subscribed, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. I would really appreciate that. Let's keep this channel growing. But yeah, so let's jump in the car, start it up and go for a bit of a drive. All right, so we're driving along. The car is still pretty cold, so the transmission is only at 45 degrees Celsius at the moment, so 15 degrees until we can start driving it hard. But just this is an example of how we're often driving our SST cars. It's warming them up. It's before we're going hard, so I thought this would be a good example of how it drives if you're just sort of cruising off boost. So unsure if you can hear these gear shifts or not, but they're instant. Obviously I'm in super sport mode. The gear shifts are just instant, but they're actually really smooth, surprisingly. So if you did watch my previous video where I talked about what got done, I did mention how Alan at AK Racing, he's done an SST tune, I guess you call it, and he's actually made it so that it shifts really smoothly. So I expect a 10 plate normally to shift a little bit more violent than the OEM 8-plate clutches in Super Sport, which some people, when they first sort of start driving the car in Super Sport, they think it's a little bit too violent. This is probably smoother, to be honest, or as smooth. It's, yeah, surprising considering it's 10-plate clutches and can handle a lot more power. It actually shifts really nicely. So that's the first sort of main point that I wanted to make, because yeah, it's if I downshift into third, not doing a pull or anything, but just to go through the gears. So there's fourth, fifth. I was actually, sorry, fifth and sixth. So what I'll do is I'm going to pull in here, and I just want to do, like, it's not going to be a takeoff or anything, but there's a bit of a hill here. So previously, the car would kind of roll back on a hill. So I'll get onto the steeper sort of part that I can. And just wait for this car. They're going across. So here we go, let's take off on the hill. So foot's on the brake. As soon as I took my foot off the brake, it didn't roll back, but you could tell it wasn't braking anymore. There's some more gear changes. So yeah, it doesn't roll back at all. It actually is just, as soon as you touch the accelerator, it starts going. Whereas previously, I'll put a clip of my car before, because I did make a video comparing my old slipping gearbox SST to Letitia, my wife's red Evo 10 MR, which has had a gearbox rebuild a few years ago with stock clutches, but it doesn't roll back at all, and mine did at the time. So I'll put a clip showing what mine used to do, so you can compare it to how it is now. And yeah, let's do another couple of low, sort of 3,000-ish RPM gear change. As you can see, it is just super smooth and quick. So what I'll do now is I'll keep driving around. I'm going to let the car completely warm up, and then we'll do some wide open throttle pulls, because that's what I actually haven't done yet. So that's what I'm the most keen to do. I've already driven around like this, so I already know that it's smooth like this and shifts really quickly, but what I haven't done is actually drive the car hard yet. So yeah, let's I'll come back to you guys once we're at a good temperature, and yeah, we'll do some real driving. All right, so we just got to temp. Going to do a pull up this hill here. So yeah, wow, that is crazy. It's so smooth too, but that shifts so fast. Yeah, that is the first time I've done that and actually changed gear. Like, I've done some tuning where I just held third gear and then backed off again. So, you know, obviously I've already driven the car. It's not really making too much extra power, so it feels around the same. But the shifting, that did not used to shift like that. It used to really hesitate. So let's do another one. Yeah, this car is going to be so much faster at driving like that. Like, so if I want to just have a little race against someone, if I want to take it roll racing, or even just sort of driving up the mountains, the shifts were sometimes every few of them would be just a little bit sloppy, and I felt like, you know, it was slowing me down. Now this thing just feels crazy. Like, yeah, this is the first time I'm really experiencing it, and this was so worth the money. So yeah, I'm going to turn around and do a couple more of those, because yeah, that is a lot of fun. I'm not sure where I shifted it to, making really good boost. So I was sort of shifting around 6,500 RPM, and yeah, it's totally different experience to what it was. So yeah, like I said, let's turn around. Downshifts are really good too, by the way. We'll turn around and we're going to go back, and I'm going to do that a couple more times. Yeah, this car is so much faster. The shifts are making a huge difference. I can just tell. Yeah, so that was full throttle, and shifting at around 5.5, so 5.5 to 6, and yeah, that is just, I haven't experienced it in this car before. Even when I bought this car around 7 years ago now, it did not shift like that. It's always been a little bit on the way out, and it was stock when I bought it as well, so obviously it wasn't as quick. It didn't feel as aggressive going wide open throttle and shifting. But now, yeah, making the good power that I want with the transmission rebuilt, and yeah, this is just, I'm so happy with this. If you guys are looking at getting one of these and worrying about spending the money to get it rebuilt and just thinking I'll just sell it, nah, do the rebuild. This is a totally different car. This is just, yeah, like, I am absolutely loving this. This is so much fun to drive. I just want to keep doing it, but and I will, but just need to be a little careful. I don't want to do any sort of too crazy speeds on the roads. But I'm Go down a couple of gears, slow down. And let's try this again. I've got a motorbike going really slow, but yeah, I can assume I can just do this all day on the gearbox and it's not going to get too upset with me. So I'm going to pull into this little street again, take off on this hill, but yeah, the transmission is now warm enough. So let's, yeah, I'm not going to launch it, I'm going to save that. Right, here we go, second gear. Oh, that is just crazy. Wow. This is so much fun. So yeah, huge thanks to the guys at AK Racing. This has just transformed my car. Yeah, I'm just loving this. This is so much fun to drive. It was always just a little bit annoying having the clutch slip, but not even that. When it didn't slip, but just the shifts were not as sort of crisp and smooth, I guess is the best way to describe them, as they are now. It just, yeah, absolutely amazing. So I mean, I don't know if I've got enough clips for you guys. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to do like a first drive and reaction and actually experience it with you guys at the same time, because yeah, like you saw my reaction. This is just blowing my mind how fun this is. Like, I know Letitia's car is like this, so I knew what to expect, but hers is kind of more violent, the shifts. This shifts just as quick, but it's just so much smoother. So I think I'm gonna let her drive this, and then I think she's going to want to take hers in and get Alan at AK Racing, do the same sort of SST tune or flash or whatever you consider it on her car, to make it shift like this, because yeah, hers shifts just as quick, holds the power fine, doesn't slip ever, but it's really like violent and jerky. When you hit those gears, you really feel it, like sort of bucks you out of your seat. Whereas this, it's just, you're just sitting, your back's in the, you know, against the back of the seat, you shift the gear, it just keeps pulling. So it's, yeah, different even to hers, but so much different to what it was before. So look, if I put a few more pulls, then I will, and I'll even just go downshift. It's so addictive. So I think hopefully that's enough footage. I hate when I make one of these types of videos and I start editing it and realize I thought I did enough pulls. I thought I had enough driving clips, but I don't. So hopefully that's not the case here. Hopefully I've got enough. If I have to, I'll go back out and add some more, but I think this is where I'm going to end the video. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. As you can tell, I've absolutely loved making this video in particular. This is just so much fun. So yeah, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Let's keep this channel growing. There's so much more to come now that I've got this rebuilt SST. I'm just so excited for the future of this channel and for my car. There's more to come in all areas of the car. I know I don't want to just go crazy with it like I said previously, but I'm still working through my mod list of what I wanted to get done, and some of those things are coming. So yeah, I won't keep rambling on. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.